Alright, hi everybody. Welcome to another stream. So, yeah, I hope everybody's doing well and ready for some more Borderlands. So, yep, usual work day, and now gonna spend some time with y'all this evening. So yeah, plan for today is to return to Borderlands once again, and the idea is just to continue the progress started a while back, and yeah, finish this revisit sometime within like these next couple live streams of this game. So, yeah, that kind of covers the basics of it. We started playthrough number 2 of our run with Lilith and managed to get a really sizable chunk of the game done because we got through the Nine Toes, the Sledge boss fight, and the first couple missions over in the Dull Headlands. So, made some significant progress in those couple of hours I spent streaming last week, Borderlands. So let's see how much more we can get done now. But now pretty much the easy part, because I will admit, kind of had an easy time with a lot of that stuff just because my level was like so much higher than anything I ever fought, just because I had completed DLC, and this game doesn't necessarily do the best job adapting to that when you start the second playthrough. Yeah, usually I think this game has like the levels set to where as if I completed the main story for the first time, then immediately went to part 2, went to the second run through the story. Whatever though, we'll go ahead and get going. But yeah, as I've mentioned before, I only plan to do the main story for the second run through. I don't plan to do the DLC for the second time because I want to get to Borderlands 2. And same thing with the other Borderlands games. Alright, brace yourselves and let's get going. Yeah, I'm guarantee we're gonna get to New Haven and meet Panis for yeah, first time during this run through. And then we'll see how far we get, see if we're able to meet Crazy Earl and start that part towards the next piece of the vault key. Something like that. I don't know. But we'll find out. Yeah, we'll find out if we're able to still continue to just speed run through this as we're able to do in the last stream. Okay, so I've got a bunch of side quests I'm going to start with. Then we'll get to the next bit, which is going to be the Mad Mel boss fight. Start off visiting this area. Sadly can't kill off all those Siths, but... Or, sadly can... Or, well, I can kill the Siths, it's just they won't count towards this mission objective. That's what I should have said instead. Letting his fire ability just waste away all of them. Yeah, I was gonna say, there's no way that's all of them. Yeah, sadly killing off those Siths doesn't count towards this mission objective. a little unfortunate, but we got a separate objective to the, or a separate mission part completed by doing that. So it was still a worthwhile trip. Yeah, I'll just do this the same way I did last time. Shoot a bunch of them down, run over the rest. Oh, yeah. Badass over there. Oh yeah, there's still one over here somewhere. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Just drop a purple rarity piece of gear. Oh crap. Time to run before I take out my own vehicle. There we go, now my vehicle is back at nearly full HP. Oh boy. I forgot how many more badass units I've encountered. Oh, even got an artifact out of that. Oh, hello. I usually don't hop out of my vehicle, but if there's good loot on the ground, like there was right there, definitely will. Oh, is that a shock one now? Yep. Oh, we have two corrosive ones. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Time to back off. A little hesitant to get out of my vehicle at first until that fire ability wears off. Pen away. We're gonna snipe at those ones. somewhere. By the time I get back there, my vehicle should be nearly at full HP. So, huge. Oh, there we go. Three badass units. Crazy. That mission's done. Let's do this fuel tanks mission next. Since I've already gotten it started. That's Skagzilla. Skagzilla must want a rematch. Too bad for Skagzilla, I'm not giving him one. I got other things to do first. Oh, there he is. Oh, wow. Uh-oh, there's a bad psycho in there. Oh, it's not. Alright, all that's left is the badass unit. And he's gone. I know I might be 7 levels higher than those guys, but this is still a lot more fair than it was during the last stream, where I was more like 10 to 15 levels stronger than them. But yeah, once again, that's just because I did the DLC, so... And the game doesn't adapt to your level that well. I'm gonna get rid of that marker. That annoys me each time I have to deal with that. So it throws off my echo device. Especially the one that's on the bottom of my screen. Huh. That got interesting. Do the valves mission next. And I'll run into the weapon parts mission when I visit one of these valves. So I think there's these two, and there's that mission involving the Guardians. Should be pretty straightforward, I would hope. Turn that valve a while. bother set that in there. I guess I might as well go up there and pick it off. Oh, right back to this area. Well, did I hear a psycho? I swore I heard a psycho. Maybe not. Oh, that was nice damage my phase walk did to those couple of bandits. Alright, last one is up here. But on top of that, a revolver parts mission is in here. Yeah, and if I remember correctly, yeah, one's up there, and I think the last one's up there. So this mission is pretty easy. And it's kind of nice being able to do both these missions at once. Although I'm surprised there's not like at least a bandit presence in this area. So there's just like outside of like the vehicles, outside of the catch-a-ride station, like there's not really much in this area, which is a little odd. Okay, let's go ahead and knock out this one. This is the last of the side quests before I go ahead and go take out Mad Mel.
It's time for my pound of food. For another pound.
Whoa, whoa. Oh, there's still another one. Hey Mercedes, welcome and hope you're doing well. Is there a weapon chest up there? Take out these guards units. And you notice I'd already taken out a few of them. Oh, I see. So they're now all at level 4. At first, I was wondering, was that a level 5? Because I think they do go up to level 5 for those artifacts. I think I might be wrong about that. No ammo machine. So I was gonna check and see, is there a stock weapon upgrade? Oh. Uh-oh. Well, I think I glitched the game. Just reload the game. I wonder where it's gonna place me. Oh, I'm down for this. Literally place me right by the bounty board.
Going up against a better armed opponent, you need a better gun.
So now let's go take on Mad Mel.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah, so I don't think I'm gonna have an easy.
Mad Mel guy, I know him. He's the one that's been stealing all my runners and putting them in the hands of these jagoffs. Hey, you say hello from Scooter. And by that I mean you just go murder the crap out of him, alright?
Yeah, so what I was saying there is I don't think my vehicle is gonna be much help. So what I'm actually gonna do is pop out of my vehicle right here. Yeah, I'm gonna go out with my revolver. Yeah, because my revolver is gonna absolutely wreck these guys.
Yeah! I got something for you.
Oh my gosh! That ended quickly.
Friggin' raw. Mad Mel is gone, but his worthless piece of crap
Oh.
soul. You become quite the little go-getter out there. Drop by my shop and you get to
I have a feeling my revolver would shred him to pieces. Yeah, because vehicles absolutely despise corrosive damage. So, that's the other reason why I hopped out of my vehicle, because I had a weapon that would eat away at those vehicles. Alright, let's go to New Haven. Yeah, we did all that in the first half hour of this stream. But yeah, I was gonna go till 10:30 tonight, so a little less than 2 hours is my plan for tonight's live stream. So yeah, we definitely should be able to get to Panis and do a bunch of crazy Earl stuff. I don't know if we'll be able to get to Chrome and complete that boss fight tonight or not. We'll find out soon enough.
I'm transmitting to inform you that I've made a decision I think you won't like. As Administrator of New Haven, I am responsible for the well-being of its citizens. And in that capacity, I must keep the road to Sanctuary closed for now. Baron Flint's tribe and that infernal contraption of theirs are out on the Salt Flats, and I don't want citizens getting killed trying to get past them. Yes? Did you need something?
turn on these generators.
Skipping all the details that would confuse the
While
lot
we
of
listen
you,
to Tannis
I concluded that the
rant
vault
on
is
about
more
the
than
vault.
likely genuine. In addition to that fact, which has probably burned a hole in your brain, the vault can only be opened once every 2 centuries, and that time is about to arrive.
Yeah, there's a claptrap rescue over there.
Scooter asked me to tell you about a little something something he needs done. You should ask him about it.
I feel like this mission is only a mission because you get a little bit of like a tour of this place. We'll do that claptrap rescue after I turn in this mission.
Well, looks like you fit right in. See you soon.
Okay, so that mission, we'll go meet Tannis.
Oh, there are new missions available at the New Haven Bounty Board.
That vault.
Oh yeah, I forgot there's a couple missions back in Firestone.
What you gonna do with treasure anyhow?
Yeah, I also feel like that mission, those Firestone missions, are there just so you can meet, or just to show you that fast travel is a thing, and that you could travel back there via fast travel and get there a lot quicker.
Have a look around. Pleasure to be doing.
Alright, let's do that claptrap rescue. Okay, there's a theory I also want to test out. I think I've tested it out before, but I kind of want to try it again, just because I don't remember what the result was. But yeah, if you were here during the last stream, you notice that every time I did a claptrap rescue during that stream, I ended up acquiring a grenade mod rather than a backpack upgrade kit. I'm curious if I get a ton of medical kits to fill up my inventory, will I get a backpack upgrade? I'm pretty sure I've tested this out before, and I want to say it did not work. But I'm curious if that's accurate. Yep, we just got another grenade mod. Yep, unsuccessful. Yeah, but yeah, that's the reason why I did medical kits. Because they're cheap, so even if I didn't end up getting anything out of it, it doesn't cost much to sell those back. Alright, let's do these 2 missions. Yeah, I'll do those 2 missions, and I'll go over and do the corrosive crystals mission, as well as the King Wee Wee mission, and knock out both of those. So yeah, this mission, Scooter is asking me to go check on TK. Make sure TK is alright.
Still haven't found the vault.
As TK hadn't heard, or Scooter hadn't heard from TK in a while, so asked for me to go check on him. Jeez, I'm 16 levels higher than those bandits. No, TK! Rest in peace to an absolute legend.
What we've got.
Yep, and now we know what happened. Some psychos got to him. No badass psycho? I'm a little disappointed. Now let's do mission number 2. So yeah, at least we killed off those bandits that assassinated TK.
Enough walking.
Let's see if I can win this without hopping into a cover spot. Which I think I've got a good chance at it.
How disappointing. I didn't even break a sweat.
Excellent.
Don't be shy now. Come on. Catch a ride. Hey, let's get you rolling, man.
Two missions in Firestone, and both completed. So let's go ahead and take a fast travel back there. And then we got 2 more missions to knock out. But yeah, I feel like those 2 missions are not just because of what happened to TK, just to reveal his death, but also to teach you about the use of the fast travel station, just how effective it can be when coming back to locations you last came to.
Hi, man. What you want? Why now? Hi, I'm Scooter. I was named after my sister. Hey, come see some wheels.
Yep, so we'll do these 2 missions next. guys be able to run up here. Not all of them. Let's do this. Yeah, so we'll get those 50 crystals on the way to King Wee Wee's area. Literally just let that fire ability just lay waste to those spider ants. Oh, whoa, oh.
More loot? What mind if I do?
Okay, let's go ahead and grab that repair kit. And fix that broken claptrap. Whoa, oh gosh, whoa. I did not see that badass psycho at first. Took out half my shield. more set of crystals. Oh my gosh. Timing, I had to reload there. I was gonna try to take out. Rip to those bandits also. Already got not the kind I like though. As y'all know, I like the thunders. The only Iridian weapon I like is the thunderstorm one. Okay, let's grab that repair kit. Go deal with Ping Wee Wee. One of them's got a big grenade mod. Oh, whoa. Alright, Ping Wee Wee is right through here. I like how he dropped a shield, but he didn't really have one. Might as well just fast travel back to New Haven when I get back to the entrance. Then I'll turn in both of these missions. Then we'll go out and meet Tanis. remember correctly, tangents will lead me towards Crazy Earl's place. Let's see, is that an upgrade or is that still level 4? Okay, it is an upgrade, so we have level 5 corrosive ability.
I am talking. The lady with scars where her face should be believes that you and I are looking for the same thing. You should come to me now so I can see the artifact you have recovered.
Yeah, we probably are after the same thing.
Your DNA has now been granted clearance to travel within the Rust Commons. Please wait while I activate the gate. I am the best robot. Yeah, yeah, oh yeah. I am the best robot. Yeah. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Here it goes. Ooh, ooh.
Hi, this is the place to catch a Hey, let's get you rolling, man.
Let's get out of here.
I'm actually kind of tempted on my way. Maybe I'll try and clear some of these side quests. It's like this is an easy side quest right here.
Aw, did that hurt? I'm really good at this.
He's above or... I think they both might be on that platform. Yep, there's one of them. Oh, there's the other. Usually I'd wait to do some of these side quests, but I kind of feel like just knocking out some of them now. I'm gonna hold off on doing some of those others, just at least for now. Just because they're all in an area I'm about to encounter. So. I'm gonna work on this Echoes mission, and I believe I'll run into the area where those other couple of side quests are. Maybe I should just go visit Tanis first. And then come back there and start hunting down those journals. Downed all three of them.
That was it? It's dead?
Here they come. Tanis Click is located right in here.
We should talk again.
Oh, another one back over there.
Let's see what we've got.
Resisted. One of my trusty weapons, too. Okay, let's knock out some side quests.
Well, an asshole pal.
Patricia Tanis, Chief Scientific Advisor. Patricia Tanis, Chief Scientific Advisor, Dahl Corporation, Day 224. The only conversations I have anymore are with this echo recorder. I've developed a relationship with it. Some cycles I sleep with it, and others I make it stay outside of my tent. My waning ability to discern logic from insanity is becoming cumbersome. I've been translating Eridan writings. In between arguing with the recorder, you went off for a few hours during my last sleep cycle. I heard you sneak out. If I were to pontificate, I would infer that the Eridan writings show a class-based society that was quite capable of leadership and of armed conflict.
Yeah, these ecologues kind of detail Tanis's journey to Pandora prior to
I
now.
spend the majority of days having conversations with people that are not there. 2 days ago, I explained to my mother how the translation program I was writing would greatly help me understand exactly what all this Eridan text I've been attempting to decipher actually means. My mother has been dead for 16 years. She was never actually interested in science to begin with. I'm unsure if I'm quite to the point of no return, but my stubbornness, which I got from her in the first place, will keep me here putting up with her until I find exactly where the vault is.
Full.
Or until I drive myself so far off the edge, I do not remember why I was doing this in the first place.
I'm gonna drive back this way because there's vending machines down here. Better just do it now and later. Plus, also I can have that fast travel station right here added.
Hey, let's get you rolling,
So,
man.
couple wins right there.
That's got nothing on my ribbon.
Day 457. This is exciting. I think I might strip naked and run around to celebrate, but I'll do it during the dim cycle for fear of prying eyes. Before overloading and melting 4 of my computer's 13-qubit operators, my program was able to decipher quite a bit more than I had been able to understand before. It will take a few days to fix, but I was able to find many repeated instances of an event that takes place every 200 years. It's repeated many times with
Ooh, every
a
200
symbol that
years.
looks not unlike a circle with an upside-down V in it. It's possible that this is the vault. And something about the vault happens every 200 years. Tonight, for dinner, I will have eggs.
Oh my gosh. corrosive weapon too.
How disappointing. I didn't even break a sweat.
Alright, let's wipe out that turret.
Day 481. It's true. It's all true. My program did it. Program. I'm now certain that the vault is here, and that the symbol has something to do with opening it. I've checked and triple-checked my findings, and it all seems to make sense. It looks like there are extreme measures to keep the vault secure, but that it can be opened every 200 years. The vault's contents must be extremely valuable, maybe better than the Atlas tech. But I cannot reveal this information to anyone just yet. If I'm wrong, I'm done. And if I'm right, the suits will claim it. I must find the vault myself. Find.
Visiting this area because this is where the weapon parts mission's from. Oh, it's another badass.
Getting stronger by
Got a
the
level
minute.
out of it. Cute. I was gonna say, there's gotta be. I saw that guy got put on fire. So I was gonna say, there had to be a blazing psycho. Got that I now regenerate HP thanks to skill points I invested in.
I'm really good at this.
As well, hop over to that area, get those missions out of the way. Hello. Now you can really see why in Borderlands 2, Roland let Lilith keep the bandits in line. AKA why Lilith eventually ended up becoming the Firehawk. Knock out Scooter's car parts. this fast travel area up ahead and go back to New Haven. Turn in all these side quests. And then, because Marcus will have a part 2 to that weapon shipment bit. Hey Goth fans, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Miss Borderlands 1. Remember getting a modded rose shield your first playthrough from a random? It's certainly an unusual one for sure.
Hey, you holler when you need me, alright?
Yeah, somebody I know mentioned at one point how he managed to get a rocket launcher from a skag pile, which is kind of interesting. You definitely can sometimes get some very unusual stuff in some of those piles. Oh, and other areas too. But yeah, reliving the memories of Borderlands 1 before Borderlands 4 comes out in September. But I kind of hope, but obviously my one big hope though is because I know the company, the developers of big games like this have been kind of having the problem lately of rushing through getting one of these getting a game like this out. So you've seen with like Civilization 6, where it sounds like it probably could have used a little more development time prior to its release. I kind of hope Borderlands 4 doesn't make like the same sort of mistake.
Day 493. Dahl Corporation.
But I'm sure we'll really enjoy it either way.
They are
Yeah,
insane.
very hyped
That is,
for its
whoever
release.
is making the decision is insane. Iridium mining on this planet has been hugely lucrative for Dahl and has funded my project. It's been especially profitable given how low their labor costs are. I wonder what Dahl will do with all the unpaid convicts they've been using to work their mines. I wonder if any of them will be my friend. What? Why are you always so jealous of me getting new friends? I'm turning you off.
Yeah, 100% agree with that. Yeah, one of the other games I play, on that I stream on here, Baldi's Basics Plus, the developer chose to wait an extra week before releasing an update just because he felt it wasn't finished yet and wasn't up to the level that he wants it to be at, and which situations like that, I 100% respect it because it's better not to rush like perfection, even if you have to delay it a little bit. And I think situations like that are very respectable.
More meat for me!
But yeah, I'm very excited to see what Borderlands 4 ends up having in store. I'm always hyped for a new game like that, and I do plan to pre-purchase it whenever the game goes up for pre-purchase. And probably the week it comes out, I'll probably plan on streaming it all week long. Happened with Halo Infinite. Yeah, I've been meaning to get into the Halo series. I've been wanting to for a while, but haven't had the time. But yeah, because I haven't done too much with the Halo Halo games yet. I have the Master Chief Collection in my Steam library, and if I like it, I'll plan to get some of the other Halo games as well and try all those out too. But yeah, it's pretty awesome stuff for sure. Yeah, Halo's on my list of stuff I want to play sometime this year. Yeah, we'll see. I'm kind of hoping there'll be like a summer goal, maybe. But yeah, we'll find out. So I've got a lot of games on my list of stuff I wanna play through and so on. Yeah, it's crazy though that that game died within 6 months.
It's hard to seek new opportunities with old equipment. Upgrade now.
Like it was one of those trends where it starts out just really strong, but then eventually just completely falls off like a couple months later.
Excellent. Another value. Talk to you later.
We'll go ahead and grab this mission from Helena Pierce. Then we'll go meet Crazy Earl, do his first mission.
I hope you're avoiding the negative element around here.
But even then, as another example at least, I think the last two DLCs from this is just at least my general opinion, but I kind of feel the last two DLCs of the 4 DLC packs from the third Borderlands, or from the third Borderlands game, I think the production for those were a little bit rushed as well. Because like I think they were all DLCs I think had great potential, and I like the story idea amongst them. I just feel it didn't hit the mark as well as they could have, possibly because I felt it may have been rushed a little bit. Part of that might just be because COVID was happening at the time, and so that probably made it a little bit harder for the developers, but they were still fine pieces of work though. Like I still got some great fun out of both of those DLCs.
What you want?
This thing turned on? Look it, I ain't talking you about Jack Monkey squat till you get rid of all them pests.
So we got a king spider and a badass fire. Still haven't played the DLCs. We plan on getting them on Friday. Have I tried Tiny Tina's Wonderland? Looks kind of interesting. Yes, I have. I actually, I did. I streamed it too. Um, yeah. So overall, my thoughts on the the 4 DLCs. I think they're definitely fun tries. Like I really like the first 2 DLCs, and then third and the fourth one were kind of meh to me, but I think they're both kind of fun, and especially for Craig fans from Borderlands 2, the 4th DLC would be a good one for people like that. And then for Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, I wasn't. There were some aspects I liked about that game, but overall, the general story of the game, like, I just wasn't a huge fan of it. Like, pretty much it's like a longer in a way, it's like a longer version of the Tiny Tina's Dragon Keep DLC from Borderlands 2, but then with different characters and a different story to it. And I think the DLC from Borderlands 2 was a lot better than that. Like, I know the whole reason why I got it was because I got it on sale, because I think during the winter sale or the summer sale, I was able to get it for like 75–80% off, which is worth it to me. And but yeah, if I gave you a recommendation, I'd recommend, if you were to get it when it's on sale. Like, I don't think it is at all worth the full price. Like, one of the things I did mention, though, was I did, like, a couple of aspects of that game. So, the aspect I like about that game is, your level, the enemy's levels will always match yours. So, you won't have a circumstance like what I'm doing right now, where I'm fighting stuff that is, many levels lower than me. Oh, whoa, 2 of them. Yeah, because you see me fighting off these things while they're 7–8 levels lower than me. You will never have that in the Tiny Tina's Wonderlands game. They will always remain either the same level as you or possibly a little bit higher, which I think is a really good thing. So I think it brings a lot more balance and makes the game a bit more challenging. Because that was one of my issues with Borderlands 3, because I felt lots of the bosses just weren't that threatening, and just the balance was not that strong. So that ended up making that game quite a bit easier. Versus Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, where they got rid of that, which made it a lot more fun that way. Yeah, pretty much. It's like the ultimate Vault Hunter difficulty mode of Borderlands, the pre-sequel. But yeah, story-wise, which I think is important, I don't really have that favorable of a view on it. So. But yeah, you've heard my general recommendation for it. Ideally, get it while it's on sale. It's not worth the full price. That bandit seriously just ran into those 2 barrels.
Mine, and mine.
But yeah, if you don't have that, if you don't have this game, I would definitely recommend acquiring Tales from the Borderlands, which I think is a very good game that adds like a bunch of bonus lore from between Borderlands 2 and Borderlands the pre-sequel. I'm normally not too big on Telltale type games, but that one was excellent. I have yet to try the other Tales from the Borderlands game because I came out with a second one very recently, and the only reason I have it was because when I got the first Tales from the Borderlands game, I got the big Borderlands pack while it was on sale for like $15 with how much stuff I didn't already have in my library. I think it might have been less actually, but I don't remember how much I paid for it, but I remember that big pack that Borderlands has available. I used that to get that. I think I used it to get the second season pass DLC from Borderlands 3 and yeah, like the first one. Yeah, 100% agree. Yeah, the first one was excellent, and like you said, I also haven't tried the second one yet. I kind of don't have high hopes because I have seen the general reviews for it, and I see that they're not good. So, yeah, but I think it's one of those things where it'll be worth trying once, and I'm probably gonna put it away from there. Then move on to the next game. Was that not a headshot?
For another.
First Tales from the Borderlands game is now making me really want to revisit that game too. Like, it's definitely not one I'll play live because I don't think that one's necessarily a good streaming game. It's definitely something I may do on my own time. Midget. First time playing a story game like that was weird but fun experience. Yeah, I completely agree. Like that was kind of the one thing that kind of made me a little hesitant to try it at first. Just the fact that I knew it was a Telltale game, and so I knew it was gonna have like a very different style compared to like what we're used to in the series. But it was pretty fun. And certainly that lore about how we kind of got from Borderlands 2 to the pre-sequel was really interesting stuff. Oh, shoot, down. Oh, we got a badass as well. Bandit literally just suicided there. Alright, free weapon chests. Check out that sniper rifle I picked up. Was I'm still using all the gear I was using from back when I was taking on the DLC. So I'm curious when it's gonna be time to swap out my current set of weaponry for some new weapons. Yeah, I'm currently level 50. Lots of this is level 30 weaponry. Lots of level 30 and 40 weaponry, and I'm still mowing down all these bandits. Like, I know Lilith is a strong character, for sure, but it's still kind of crazy. But yeah, I'm thinking when I start Borderlands 2, Maya will probably be the character I'll take on, because for the people who don't know, during this revisit, I'm trying to do a full run through as characters I haven't done a full run through as so far during my time playing those games. So like with this game, I had done a full run through with every single character except for Lilith. Lilith was the one character I hadn't done a full run through for, so hence doing it hence doing it for this revisit. With Borderlands 2, the only characters I've done a full run through is Axton, Salvador, Zero, and Craig. I haven't done a full run through as either Gage or Maya, and so kind of leaning towards going with the Siren. At least those are kind of my initial thoughts, but yeah, we'll see. And then with the pre-sequel, I think I've done a full run through of all of them, so I don't know if I've finished it with Wilhelm, but yeah.
Kill them all!
Might be time because, yeah, I'm pretty much waiting for when I acquire a piece of gear that's better than the weapons I currently have. Yeah, it definitely feels like it's that time. But then, yeah, as you can see, I'm still wrecking all these bandits. But yeah, those were all weapons I'd acquired at the end of the first playthrough. So yeah, it's kind of awesome that... Oh, that's a... If it had an elemental ability, I would absolutely keep that sniper rifle around. Yeah, the main reason why I say that is just because some of Lilith's big strengths in the skill points area are elemental weapons. So, trying to keep as much of my inventory as possible elemental weapons.
Funny thing about selling. Everyone needs to buy
Doing a Salvador run for Bree sequel and doing Athena for... Yeah, Athena's a good character.
You always accept the price as is. You don't even try to negotiate. If you find that vault, you're going to need a partner who knows how to sell. A partner like me.
Yeah, the character that I think is pretty underrated in the pre-sequel, if you have the DLC, is the Handsome Jack doppelganger, Timothy. I think he's a pretty effective character. Then same thing with Claptrap as well. Like, Claptrap was the first time I played through Borderlands the pre-sequel, Claptrap was the character I played as, and well, probably for the obvious reasons. Like, it's kind of awesome that they turned Claptrap into a main character for that game, and yeah. Yeah, because Claptrap has some pretty epic abilities if you manage to acquire that one. Yeah, the pre-sequel, though, is a lot of great characters that are certainly awesome. One thing that the game has done very well is, like, making characters, like, even more powerful. Like, even better than the previous games, I feel, skills-wise. And, yeah, it's something I'll be excited for with the next game, to see what they kind of got in store there, because yeah, Borderlands 2, I feel like had a better selection of characters than number 1. And pre-sequel certainly topped it right there. And I think Borderlands 3 kind of did the same thing. pre-sequel got hard for you because of the gunship. Yeah, I can understand that. I think my general strategy for that one was I often hung out in the elevator. Like, I didn't ever, like, go up the elevator or anything like that, but, like, I hung out, like, right in that elevator room, which gave me a lot of cover from that gunship's attacks. And then every once in a while I'd come out just so that way I could fight off whatever the guardians there were. I keep forgetting how powerful One-Eyed Jack's weapon is. I always forget how powerful his weapon is. Who is your favorite and first out of Borderlands 3? Borderlands 3, the first character I went with, and probably the character that would stand as my favorite, was Zane Flint. I liked his personality, and always kind of my style of gameplay, or at least the characters that I tend to favor, are generally like turret-like characters. So, like, my favorite character in this game, I liked Mordecai and Roland. And then in the second game, Axton was my favorite. In the pre-sequel, it was Claptrap, and I liked Wilhelm, and I also liked Wilhelm and the Handsome Jack Doppelganger too. And then in Borderlands 3, Zane was my favorite, but then I also liked playing as Black too. I'm probably going to do another Siren run in that one. Because the Siren is the only character I don't think I've even tried out the Siren before. I know I've done at least a partial run through with mods. But then I don't think I finished that run through, if I remember correctly. I don't remember for sure. I'm going in there to get to that next area.
I'm really good at this.
Hey, grab this. You haven't done her because you're still wondering what tree would be good for elemental main. Yeah, I assume a lot of it when I get to that one is going to be some trial and error, at least. Try out each one and see which ones I like the best. Yeah, because one of the things, because I did kind of like about the third one how, like, there isn't necessarily, like, an obvious choice for, like, one of the first skill trees. I mean, some of them are that way anyway, but that probably wasn't. I don't think I'd really call that an accurate statement, actually, because yeah, some characters definitely follow that path, but it's not necessarily obvious, at least at first, which skill tree would be the best one to go for, so kind of got to experiment with a lot of those. Like, I remember when I was trying out Flak, when I did a run through the game as Flak, I was very often resetting my skill tree just to try out some of that other stuff and see what I can do with it and so on. But yeah, I think a really cool feature was how you're able to, if you're willing to sacrifice your ability to throw grenades, you could get a second action skill. So why did I do that? I wanted to go to New Haven. Yeah, if you sacrifice your ability to throw grenades, you could get a second action skill, which was really nice for Zane, because Zane had some great combinations of stuff you could do with his action skills.
Hello again.
Yeah, because
That's all for the time being.
Zane's 3 trees, if I remember correctly, you could either get a drone, you could get a doppelganger thing, you could get a shield, and then there's also the 4th tree that they eventually added in, where you could get a shoulder cannon. But yeah, all of those were... There were some pretty awesome combinations you could do with that if you went with the 2 skill trees, or the 2 action skills, but no grenades type thing. And I'm kind of hoping when I do that run through Borderlands 3, whenever that is, because that's almost certainly months away, since I'm going to get to Borderlands 2 and Borderlands the pre-sequel first. That one behind me? What the heck is going on?
I got what I've been saving for you.
I see, so this bandit fell through the floor, basically.
Let's teach him a lesson!
This one fall through there too? I think there are 2 bandits. 2 bandits that are underground. Is that a badass up there? Yep. That is weird. Oh, you need the DLC to have the 4th tree? Oh yeah, I think that was part of the 2nd season pass. But that's okay, because the other 3 skill trees are both great.
You never should have come here. Now you're gonna pay.
They've all definitely got their pros. There ain't no denying that. I always forget what all is in that DLC, what all is in some of the DLC bits and what all isn't. That's so weird. The fact that there are 2 bandits that went underground like that. You'll have it this Friday because you really want to play the Hammerlock DLC. Oh, the Hammerlock DLC was awesome. In my opinion, I love the Handsome Jackpot and the Hammerlock DLC. Like, I think they were all pretty. I think they were both pretty awesome. Yeah, I like some of the references that both of those DLCs had to other shows, other movies, and so on. Because I know the entire series, they like to try to incorporate. I remember reading somewhere that every single side quest in Borderlands 2 had some sort of reference to it, whether it was a movie, book, TV show, something else like that. I remember reading about how every single one of those side quests had some sort of reference. I know some of them are a little more obvious than others, at least to me. But there are quite a few others that are not so obvious to me. Oh gosh, I'm already one mile away from hearing this. Is shift keys still a thing for Borderlands 1? You only remember 2 and up having them? Yes. So with the new version of the game, so with the original game, shift keys were not a thing for it. But there is a remastered version, which is what I'm playing right now, that basically is an improved version of the first one and kind of has the same like feel to the game that the other 3 have. That one has one of those loot chests that takes in those shift keys. What's that? Speaking of that, I actually redeemed a bunch of those things in preparation because I'm anticipating either probably not next week, but well, almost certainly not next week, but 2 or 3 weeks from today, I may maybe the time I start getting to revisiting Borderlands 2. And so I redeemed, I think it was 87 points, or 87 shift keys, I think is what I have right now, which is pretty insane. I remember there was one code I redeemed that had like 50 keys in it. Favorite one from Borderlands 2 is the Minecraft and Dark Souls one. Oh, there you go.
I'm really good at this.
Certainly one way to do it. But yeah, I'm really excited to get to Borderlands 2 because of the series, Borderlands 2 I think is the best of the 4 games. Not counting like the Tales from the Borderlands or the Tiny Tina's Wonderlands game. Like when just thinking of the main 4 games, Borderlands 2 I think is the best of the 4. I will not judge if other people have other opinions, if there are other people that like the first game better, like the pre-sequel or Borderlands 3 better. They were all good games, I think. Oh, I didn't notice there was a weapon chest up here.
The loot be mine.
I like number 2 the best because I think Borderlands 2 had the best storyline behind it. And I think lots of the bosses, especially early on in the game, lots of the early bosses are very threatening characters, so, and it kind of makes the game a bit of a challenge. I remember that the first time I ever did a solo run through Borderlands 2, because the first time I played that game, was a multiplayer game with I played a multiplayer version of that game with somebody, and but yeah, the first time I played Borderlands 2, did a solo run through of it, I struggled mightily with that constructor, and then same thing with Wilhelm. And yeah, and then in the core campaign of Carnage DLC, that T-Rex is very difficult. And then you also mentioned it, Gothmans, you also mentioned it too, like, that shit boss fight in Borderlands the pre-sequel, like, that's a pretty threatening boss fight. But yeah, I think Borderlands 2 did a really good job of making the game challenging, even early on within it, because even Captain Flint can be a pretty threatening boss too, just based on the fact that usually you have at least one piece of gear and fire elementals, and that's a character who's completely immune to that stuff, and not only that, but heals from fire damage too. Two has to be your favorite because it's what you started off on. Yeah, definitely. I think it's a good one to start on. Yeah, I think I played through them all in order.
Let's see what we've got.
If I remember correctly, I might be wrong about that. Yeah, because I know I got 1 and 2 at about the same time. Saw signs that one took damage. Something like that.
You never should have come here. Now you're gonna pay. Shit incoming.
I better not take out myself.
Come meet your maker.
Got it a month after it came out. Yeah, I didn't get it right away when it came out, because yeah, I don't think I had my Steam account until like a couple years later. But I think I played it for the first time, like, probably like 2016 area, something like that.
I might have sort of lied to you. That
So,
alien
definitely a couple of years later, but...
Tom stole it. He stabbed me twice.
But yeah, excellent game, and really fun stuff. Whoa, oh gosh, no, I'm not running into that area right away. Yeah, I'm taking out those explosives, because the fire bit that I have going on Lilith, that would almost certainly blow up those things. So... Next missions are Chrome, and there probably is some other stuff. Other stuff in New Haven. Yep.
Well, looks like you fit right in. That's
Oh
all
yeah,
for
the middle of
time being.
nowhere bounty board.
Hey, you seen my gun?
this bit. Then I'll go find that. I'll do the Middle of Nowhere Bounty Board series of missions. And after that, we'll go after Chrome.
Get out of
Actually, I don't know if I'll go after Chrome tonight, because yeah, I think we're getting close to time, so what I'll probably do is I'll do the first part of this mission. I'll go grab the Middle of Nowhere Bounty Board, complete that series of missions just to get that up and running. Then the next time I stream this game, which I might make Sunday. I might do a Sunday. So I mentioned the streaming schedule, no stream for Sunday, but I might change that. Might just do Borderlands on Sunday and see if I can finish out this game on Sunday. Or something along those lines. And then if I end up doing that and end up finishing the rest of the game, which I don't know for sure if that'll happen because there's still a ways to go, we'll possibly get to Borderlands 2 starting next Wednesday, which would honestly be kind of huge. But yeah, my goal is to revisit all 3 games and do at least one full run through of the game, possibly 2. Like I'll probably do the 2 run throughs. I've done 2 run throughs of this game. I'll probably do 2 run throughs for Borderlands 2. Probably same thing with pre-sequel. I'll probably do just 1 for Borderlands 3, just because Borderlands 3 is a lot longer of a game than the pre-sequel, so. Took you so forever because of the gunship back to Athena because of her shock tree. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. One of the things just because you kind of referenced it, one of the things I did really like about Borderlands the pre-sequel was the addition of laser weapons. Laser weapons are pretty awesome in that game, and I usually have some combination of 4 different weapon types that I usually like to try to stick to, and I usually have a laser weapon as one of those 4, and I usually quite often will have equipped that stock laser weapon you can get from Moxie's toy box in the pre-sequel.
Hi there.
Bounty board uses. Oh yeah, it's that mission. Yeah, and then I think Cryo is the Cryo Elemental. I think Cryo is like a better version of Slag. Oh gosh, another one. And we got a fire artifact coming. Oh my gosh, how many more Sithits are there going to be in this area? Borderlands 2 and pre-sequel are the only ones you did all the DLC for. Oh, the Ghostbusters mission. Yeah, I know what you're talking about from the pre-sequel. That mission was pretty awesome. That mission that, assuming we're talking about the same thing, that mission you got from Pickle to investigate that area that ended up being haunted with ghosts. Yeah, I like Pickle as a character. I wasn't a huge fan of Janie Springs, and especially Nurse Nina. Like, just because I don't think I should re-clarify what I'm talking about there, but I don't think that Janie Springs is a bad character, but I just felt like she didn't have the kind of, I like Scooter a lot better, who is like since Janie Springs was like the vehicle mechanic of that game. Whereas we get Ellie in Borderlands 3, and I don't know what it's going to be like in Borderlands 4, if it's going to be Ellie once again doing that role, or if it'll be somebody else.
Wait, that was it? It's dead?
But Nurse Nina, I really was not a fan of her. But it's very hard to replace Dr. Zed. Like, even in Borderlands 3, Tannis ended up becoming the medical character. And then Claptrap eventually got a new voice actor, but is still a highlight character in the series. I should find out, does that artifact work? Nice. Yeah, and the DLC for the pre-sequel was pretty awesome too. Like, I think there are other DLC I'd probably prefer over it, but I think it was a really cool idea they put together, and I think they did a good job. I think the developers did a good job putting together the Claptastic Voyage DLC. I do kind of wish there was more though, because the series usually had, like, this game had 3 DLC contents, 4 if you count the Underdome mission. Borderlands 2 and 3 both had 4 DLC campaigns, and then the first one just had the 1. A little bit surprising, but I'm sure they had a good reason for it. Yeah, I think this mission is just to go do some stuff while whatever his name that's setting up the repowering up the place. let's head back there. I presume he's gonna have the power up and probably have some missions. But I'm not gonna do those missions tonight. Yeah, maybe I'll go over to Chrome's Canyon, get there, and then that'll probably be my stopping place for the night.
Hi there.
Hello! There are new missions available at the Middle of Nowhere bounty board.
So we'll click through this one. We'll head over to Chrome's Canyon.
Yes? Did you need something?
Did see there was a. Ooh,
All for the time being.
go ahead and do that. I think that's my first new piece of gear ever since the DLC. Or my first playthrough of the game. Let's go back to the middle of nowhere.
Hey, here's where the doors lead. Hey, you keep rolling, man.
Enough walking.
That's if I can drive. I clearly cannot drive. Spider ants often appear. But yeah, I will admit though, Chrome leaves a very solid defense towards getting to his lair. Yeah, because there's a lot of bandits and even a couple turrets that you have to get through just to get to Chrome's Canyon. Chrome certainly does a good good job being sure that you can't get to him. Remember, there's a turret over there, and there's gonna be a turret over here. See if I can get rid of that last one before I. Alright, let's take out a bunch of bandits. Whoa, rocket launcher. Oh, and that's a strong one, too. Whoa, these are strong bandits. This is where things might start to get interesting. Yeah, I mentioned there was going to be some point in the game where this game was about to get a whole lot harder because I won't have that level advantage. This is definitely looking like it. Yeah, which I'm honestly really happy about, because it'd be kind of boring if I had nothing but easy stuff. Oh, I should definitely get the fire ability equipped. Oh my gosh. Explosive weapon. See if there's anything up top there. But yeah, I'm glad that we're not going to go through the full story, or nearly the full story, while being so much higher level than everything I'll ever encounter. While these guys are still 5 levels less than me, it was definitely an improvement. And some of them were more like 3 levels under me. Yeah, because like that vast brute that we fought, 3 levels less than me, and that thing took me out pretty quickly with that nearly took me out with that rocket launcher. Yeah, this is kind of where... Geez, next time I stream this game, this game is about to get real fun. Anything else over here? Nope. And we're almost at level 51 also. Alright, so we are in Chrome's Canyon, where we'll have the next boss fight. And there's also a couple side quests down in here.
First aid kit.
So is this where I can get... Oh, huge! I still have maxed out money. That's hilarious. Just gonna see if any gear drop. Nope. Now might need new guns. Yeah, definitely getting there. I know what, screw this. I'll keep going for a little while longer. I'll do these 2 side quests, and I think there's a claptrap rescue in this area. I'll definitely be keeping my eye out for stronger weaponry, for sure. I said I was going to end the stream for the night. I'll do these couple of side quests. But then, before I start heading over for the Chrome boss fight, I'll save that for the next stream.
Is there no
Level 51.
end to my power?
How did that sniper shot? How did that first shot not hit a single one of them?
All right, boys, take him out. Kill him. Kill him now. There's too many.
I'm really good at this.
Pull out Crazy Earl's mission.
Kill them all. Teach them a lesson.
Feel it.
Hello. Oh, come on. Hit those barrels! Damn, it took 3 shots for me to hit those barrels. Yeah, I think we'll do fine getting through Chrome with my current lineup of gear. But I don't know about. We might be able to clear out the trash post stuff, but I don't think we're gonna have as easy of a time with Baron Flint. But I think we'll definitely need new gear for sure when I get to Baron Flint. Regardless, though, I'm still going to be keeping my eye out for better gear than what I've got right now. So this is kind of the point in time where it's time to hunt for it. How many? Oh gosh, there's like 3 more psychos coming.
Nobody shoots my buddies but me.
Pretty confident we'll be fine in the Chrome fight with this set of gear. As we're still wiping out all those psychos. I think it's just when you take on the big enemies that this will be a little more of a challenge. Okay, I think this claptrap usually is a reward.
Let's go.
This shotgun I'm using, as well as my sniper rifle and the other weapons I got, are still getting the job done pretty well.
The box is awaiting your attention.
Ooh, what is that shield that I got? I saw that was a 1K capacity. Oh, shock resistance. Oh, that's kind of nice, actually. That was a pretty nice shield. Well, I've gotten some shield upgrades so far. See, somebody's got a shock weapon. Whoa. Somebody's got something big. Fire action going. Bruh. I seriously just took myself out with a barrel. Wow, I can't believe I did that. Where am I even at? Oh, right here. I swear, every time I play this game, I'll have some sort of bruh moment. That was it right there. Yes. Know what I want to do? Let's do the Reaver fight the same way. Alright, the Reaver fight's right here. Let my fire ability take him out. Oh my gosh, I almost did it a second time. And Reaver's gone. I will always take full-on advantage of that ability Lilith has. It's so overpowered, but it's so nice. Of course, it doesn't help quite as much for the Crimson Lance, though. Alright, so we'll grab this chest. I'll go back and sell the stuff in my inventory. Then I think I'm going to go ahead and call it for the night. So it's starting to get late, and I work on weekdays, so can't stay up too late. But yeah, this was an awesome night.
Who knows what you're gonna find in the vault? Make sure you're packing.
Visit that. Where? Alrighty then, so yeah. Starting to get late, so I'm gonna go ahead and call it for the night from here. So thanks for tuning in to everybody. If you enjoyed it, be sure to consider hitting that subscribe button if you wish to come to another stream. Yeah, I try to go live as often as I can, and I'll definitely be coming back to this game. It'll either be this Sunday or it will be next Wednesday as for the next time I get to this game, and we'll see. If I'd end up doing that surprise stream on Sunday, I might be able to finish out the rest of this run through, and then next Wednesday start Borderlands 2 or something like that. We'll see, but so yeah, and let's see, what was I gonna say next? Upcoming streams. So the next stream will be Saturday, where I'm gonna be playing Baldi's Basics Plus. For that one, I have a challenge in mind I'm gonna be taking on during that stream, and see if we manage to get through it, and then we'll see about Sunday potentially returning to this game. So,
Oh, come on, let's get down. Come on, everybody. Check me out.
Claptrap. I love all the stuff Claptrap does in the background on this home screen. Sometimes you see Claptrap dancing. You just saw Claptrap running while on fire. He'll sometimes pop out with a mohawk. I think he drags a bandit in one of these scenes too. And he bounces like that. It's funny how Claptrap can bounce like that, but he can't climb stairs. Which the stairs scenes in Borderlands 2 is hilarious. Yeah. What is that? Oh, is that Skull? But yeah, it was an excellent night for sure. Got through all the Doll Headland stuff and getting ready to take on Chrome, which we'll go ahead and do in the next one. So, alright then. So, anyway, thanks for watching once again, everybody. I think that's all I got for you all. So I'll see you all next time. Yeah, have a good rest of your night, everybody. Thanks for coming. It was a lot of fun as always. See you next time.